Hey everybody, this is B from Kongs R Us, and welcome to a Wednesday night where I decided to do a live unboxing from a guy that sent me a package. I gotta give my credit to my boy, one of the original guys that I met in this home arcade space. Quoc Lee is amazing. Him, me, and Bobby were like this trio that started up a group called the Arcade Wizards, and it's just been a dream working with Quoc and Bobby. And we haven't gotten a chance to collab too often. I gotta collab more. I gotta get him on my show sometime, Quoc, if you're listening. And hello, Mike. But we got a package from him. He sent me a goodie bag, and I want to open it live so you can see my reaction to it because he's been talking up a storm about something called Emulation, which is kind of a version of kind of RetroPie images on an Android box. So he's calling it the Pi 4 killer. He's doing a lot of stuff with PCs running Retrobat, or no, was it Battle Sarah? So there's a lot of good stuff in there. And again, what is in the package? Possibly a new outfit. Not a new outfit, but something else. I think this is going to be talking about some emulation goodies. So let's just get into it. Quoc, if you're watching this on replay or whatever it is, here's the package that you sent me. I know you wanted me to open it live to test it out. So I assume that this is some sort of emulation goodness in here. So we're going to open it up, check it out for the first time, and check out exactly what he's calling the Raspberry Pi 4 killer. Like, what can we do with this that we wouldn't be able to do with a Pi? And I have zero information about this, like, what this is, and kind of, he didn't give me much prep, but this is a TV Android box, a T95 Max, and I believe this is just your typical AmBlue box. And it says, "To be and family enjoy this gift. I installed um, Movid HD and Kodi, and for movies and shows, Xenon." So there's a lot of good stuff on here. So we got Kodi and things. This is an Android box, a T95 Android box. I got to look up more of the specs on here, but I think this is it. This is essentially what's going to help us run and emulate tons of stuff. It's 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes on ROM, and this is just made in China. A simple box with an HDMI out, a power cord, an AV, an Ethernet port, and that's it. This thing is simple. Holy crap. All right, I'm excited to plug this in and check it out for the first time. I gotta be careful because I heard there might be some Bobby Vu content, and Bobby Vu likes to play so with some of that raunchy content kind. So, Q Lee is here. What's up, man? Quoc is here. George is here. It's clean. It's simple. Yeah. So, like, Quoc, Q, if you want to join and tell me a little bit about this, I've been wanting to get you on here for a long time, but he's saying it right now, an S905X3 4 gigabytes. So this is an Android box here. Let's plug it in. I'm going to see if I can screen capture and share exactly what's inside. I have a controller here, which is an Xbox 360 kind of a controller adapter that I have that just registers as an Xbox controller. It comes with an adapter, a remote control, and an HDMI cable. Perfect, awesome. So let's check this out. I think he's already kind of mapped out everything, and I'm hoping this is amazing where I can just plug it into any TV. And I'm super excited about the goodies. So hopefully we can just plug this in and check it out. But I would be amazed if this really does everything he says, that it's really a Pi killer. Oh, look, it has some USB ports here as well. Already has a micro SD card in here. So there's a USB 3.0 slot and a USB 2.0 slot. So Q, what should I be expecting when I turn this on? Any recommendations you can sell for the chat? So Q Lee is my boy Quoc. Again, he's the master of emulation. I would say one of the kings of HyperSpin, and does so much for our small home arcade community. Quoc is amazing. So we're going to plug this in, and I'm going to connect it up to my capture card. Sorry, I'm gonna take this off stream for a second. I'm gonna hook this up to my capture card, and hopefully this is gonna give us some picture, and then I can share exactly what's coming in from this Android box on the TV. So that's the plan. Give me a second here. I was trying to figure out the best way to do this because I do want to capture it directly. So I have my capture card, Elgato. So I'm plugging it into the output, and then I'm going to plug in the power cord, and then you should be good. Okay, so let me see if it's going to boot up. Do I have to turn it on or do anything? Does the power just already turn on automatically? Quoc says Adam S. Wave. It's Wet Girls. MVC2. Well, we got all the folks here in the chat right now. We got Dello. We got Arpeg Electronics. C Marvel says Qlee. How much is it? That I don't know. That I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we're going to see if I can get this working with the game capture and see if it pops up on screen, because that would be the best case scenario if I can get this set up on here. So let me try to see if it registers and turns on. Is there an on button? Do I have to use the on button to test this out? Quoc. Let me know. It's a free image. It's auto-loaded. Do I need to press the on button on this right here? Sheesh, Quoc killing it with these things. Gotta get your hand on this soon. Quoc was sending this box out to a ton of different people in the groups. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't even plug it in. I have it here and I didn't even plug it in. All right, so here it is. All right, let's plug it in. I think that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to plug it in. Okay, so I have that on here. All right, I think we're ready. You guys ready? Okay, settings. Ooh, something happened. Something happened. Okay, I'm calling this the Quoc box. And it just opened up and it says Emulation. You guys hear that? Yeah! Yeah, arcade classic. You just plug it in, boots up. Dang, clean. Okay, alright, so it has some USB ports. I'm gonna plug in my Xbox controller for the first time to see if this works. But yeah, I just plugged it into my capture and it's running off of my capture card. I mean, it might look slightly laggy and delayed, but again, the quality of the stream is just based off of what you guys see. Alright, so I have, again, the Android box. Let's see if I can share this too. I'll do this thing. So this is the Android box right here. I have, again, it plugged into a capture card that you guys can see. And I'm gonna plug in a Xbox 360 controller into this. And then see if I can sync up my Xbox 360 controller, and hopefully it works right out of the bat. That would be the best case scenario, that it works immediately. But I also have some different controllers that I can use too. Alright. We're doing these things. I like the intro music so far. It's looking pretty cool. Again, intro box. Maybe I gotta use like a different wired controller. I don't know if the wireless controller is automatically connected. And I've got no wired Xbox controller. Alright, I have a backup plan for a controller. I also have, boom, my fight stick with my Brooks Universal. If my Brooks Universal does not get set up, then we have an issue. But I have a Brooks Universal. I'm going to plug into this as well. Let's see if this is working. Alright. Get my wireless controller working. Does the controllers work? Is that what you were saying? This should work. I have this working. I have it there. Alright. Maybe I gotta try a wired Xbox controller. Okay, let's unplug this. I wonder if it matters if I'm using the USB 3.0 slot or not. Boom. Alright. Ooh, okay, so it's loading up. Loading on up. I got my big old fight stick here. Looks like you can use a controller or a fight stick. Alright, so let's just replace this here. Brooks wireless door adapter controller. Set up. It registered that. But how do I map the control flow? I have to hold the start button. Starting to look like me. Hold on. There was not any of that in the box, Sharon. We found an Emulation Android box that was in here. I'm just trying to work on getting the control set up so we can check out the emulation goodness that was in here. This interface is looking really clean, but the Xbox controller wasn't registering automatically, so maybe this is user error where I plugged in a Brooks Universal, it registered, and I saw it pop up. I just don't see how I can map the game. You can't hear me over the music. Oh, that's a good point, thank you. Is that better? Is that better? Yeah? Sorry about that. I couldn't check in the information. Replug the controller. Do I have to plug it into the non USB 3.0 slot? Let's try plugging that one in. Alright. Rook, wired, gamepad connected. Oh, configure input. Alright, hold A button to configure control. There we go. Sorry, I didn't know that I was being drowned out. There it is. Okay, so now I can configure my gamepad. Here we go. Up, down, left, right, start, select. And we're gonna do, so it's normally like A, B, X, Y. And then since I'm doing 6 button lower, left shoulder, left trigger, right trigger. And then this is just, you can just press anything. Just keep going down. Not defined. Yeah. This is an Android box, an S905 box. We're gonna get in here and check out all the goodies. Goodies. See what's there. Alright, and then the hotkey, I'm gonna make my select button as well. This is pretty much just like when you're on Emulation Station and you're just loading it up. But this is, I think called Emulation is what it's called. But there it is. Alright, let's check it out. We have so many goodies in here. So I call this the Quoc box, because Quoc is the man, Quoc Lee is the man. Sent me this little box here. I plugged in the controller into the USB 2.0, not the 3.0. I don't know if that made a difference or not, but that's how I got my controller to register. I was trying an Xbox controller, but now I have my modded Mad Catz controller plugged in, mapped, and it's working. So let's check it out. We have arcade, we have favorites. Quoc, tell me how many games are in here? This is a pie killer. I mean, I think this Android box is like $40 and then already has the card in it. And like, look how clean this is. Oh my god, it has PlayStation, Neo Geo, Naomi, Dreamcast. This is running Dreamcast. Sega 32X, NSX, Mega System, Atami, Amos Wave. We got Nintendo 64 games, some hacks. This is a lot of stuff on here for a simple, easy-to-use interface. I really like this. I like the menu system. Reminds me a little bit of the HyperSpin menu, where it's super clean, really snappy. Of course, all these old classic games are going to work, but let's try some of the high-end games. All games on the wheel. There's 14,995 games on here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're excited about seeing the Atomic Wave stuff on there. Oh man, let me know in chat. Let's see, is there GameCube on here? Fuck, there's Universal stuff, Toplan, Tecmo, Technos, Taito. Oh man, this is definitely multi-cade Netflix syndrome, where you just spend more time scrolling through the menu than you do actually playing the games. So I mean, that's the unfortunate and good thing about scrolling through 15,000 games on here. Of course, all of them aren't going to be mapped perfectly, but man, it's just fun to see what's on here and check it out. So we got all the Capcom System 1, 2, and 3. Comad, oh my goodness, so much good. Naomi's on here. You want to see Marvel vs. Capcom 2? You want to see MVSS 2? Alright, we can do that. We can go to Naomi and just check out how Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is running on a $40 Android box. Quoc, tell me how much this costs, everybody, just so people know. Like, how much is this costing? Oh, that's a quick search. I want to get out of this. Back out of this. I believe this is going to be my select button. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, look at this wheel. This wheel is badass. Look at all this media. My goodness, this media is so snippy. Everything kind of just goes. You got CBS 2, Capcom vs. SNK 2, Capcom vs. SNK. It's like the wheel moves so fast, and look how fast the videos and the animations pop up full screen. My goodness, this is super nice. It's about $57 for this box. You got Dead or Alive 2, Crazy Taxi, Shangri-La, all these games, Giga Wing, Guilty Gears coming on here. Alright, there it is. Alright, so the infamous Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This system, this little Android box system, can run Marvel vs. Capcom 2. My goodness. this is a free image, Quoc, that you said that you were able to get for folks that are joining late. This is what I'm playing this off of. My boy Quoc Lee got me a T95 Android box, and I just plugged in an HDMI, the power cord, and plugged this into my my stream capture. There's a SD card that's right here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's running, it's moving. I don't know if I have to remap my buttons again. I think that's probably the only maybe bad thing if there's options. Oh man, for that price it could definitely be a pie killer. I believe so too. Okay, so let's add in some start buttons. Okay, so don't judge me. All right, so here it is. You're gonna see how snappy it is. All right, so this isn't unlocked, unfortunately, so it does have all the characters that you might have to play through or just add on coins until you unlock all the characters, but not bad, not bad. Let me capture type. Let's go. My main characters that I normally do are Spider-Man, Iceman, and then Doctor Doom. Those are like kind of like 3. So anti-air. I don't even know if my buttons are mapped properly. That's the only thing about a multi-cade is that I did universal controls, but I don't know if they're going to map up exactly. So we'll see. I did A, B, so this would be punches, these would be lights, and this would be my helpers. So let's see how I did. Oh, my controls are inversed automatically. Oh, okay, that's bad. Okay. So the good and bad thing about emulators, right? So it's always hard to know exactly what's working with controls. Fuck, how do I remap controls if I need to? Like, can I plug in a keyboard and can I go into like a RetroArch menu and change it per game? Because I think my universal controls are off, and that's the only bad thing that again about multi-cade. It's just like you never know what your buttons are. Like this is my helper. That's low punch. That's high medium punch. Okay, so that's my helper 1. Okay, that's helper 2, and this is helpers. Okay. All right, let me just see if I can get my buttons. Oh, where's my low kick at? Where's my low kick? Where's my low kick? Get over here, Magneto. Oh, it's so hard to like play these games and like when you don't have your actual controls. I can't even like press the buttons correctly to like change characters. See if I can at least beat one character and jump out of here. Yes, you can do that too, what you're saying. So go back into Emulation Station, go into RetroArch. So this is essentially just running a RetroArch. Okay. I need to plug in a keyboard and see if I can do that. But in terms of gameplay wise, I'm just seeing a little bit of lag just from my button inputs because I'm not playing off of the main screen. I probably have to be looking at this screen, so that's why I'm like a little bit slow. Okay. Okay, I get it. I know my buttons now. Knock him out. This is embarrassing to watch me play this game on something that's not really correct, right? My buttons are like all jacked up. Maybe I didn't do my universal controls right. Alright, I won on time at least. Okay. Alright, so that was fun. I was able to play this on an Android box. I'm gonna hold down start select to exit, hopefully. And that's how you exit. So you hold down your start and your select buttons just like you would. So Elac essentially is, look at that, back into the menu. Look at that, it's come a long way since that first ETA Prime. Try to open board collection, you will love it. That's awesome. Looks great. The native resolution is running at full screen. Elac is smooth. I'm actually really impressed how snappy this box is. I mean, for something that is just running a simple $57 Android box, and you can run this, because right now Raspberry Pi 4 you know, I think it will cost you that much, if not more, plus the SD card and everything too. So yeah, this is pretty dang snappy and fun. I'm excited. Thanks, Quoc. I know I'm gonna be able to take this on the go. It's one of those easy ones where you can take on the go and look at all this stuff. It's so easy. It's such a simple build, and in terms of looks, I really like this theme. This theme is so reminiscent of the HyperSpin wheels. Very, very clean, snappy wheels and images and videos. I see some of the retro art, I would say like Emulation Station images, where it's just like lists of games and you kind of have that information. This is a beautiful interface. Oh my goodness. I really like this. And I would probably be playing a lot of the classics on here. I just got to work on my button mapping. Does Killer Instinct work? That's a good question. You can audio output the jack to one of your karaoke speakers. Oh, nice. Quoc says that Kyodai saying Pi 4s could be like 180 bucks. Yeah, it's super expensive. Where's Killer Instinct at on here? Is that under the main system? And I probably got to work on like universal button mapping. So from what I was testing out, like these two are my punch buttons. These are my light kicks right here, light kick, heavy kick, and then these were my specials. So it's almost like I gotta inverse it, where these are you know, my top buttons, and then these two. So it's kind of weird. I wonder if the universal controls will work out for that game, or if you need to go into the game itself. Street Fighter the movie. Oh, you're saying Killer Instinct can't play on this. Oh, that's interesting. Do we know what box it is? You see some have more RAM than others. The two you have is 2 gigabytes and 4 gigabytes. This is a 4 gigabyte setup. So this is the box itself. This is a T95 Max box, 4 gigabytes, and ROM has 32 gigabytes here. It's running a little bit warm in my hands right now, but it's super simple. It's a T95 Android box that comes with this, and yeah, I might have to do a full video series on this. I just wanted to do a live unboxing and test this out because my boy Quackly sent me a mystery package and it's full of goodies. It seems super fun to check this out. I have a lot more exploration to do to check it out. Does this have GameCube? Let's see, you can remap per core. That's probably a good idea. If I can get into the RetroArch menu and just remap it per core, then that way it's a little bit more universal for that particular system. That's a good idea. You remember where you had to map Mame and Naomi separately. That makes sense too. So game mapping is no fun on a multi-case, I can tell you that much. But you know, once you get it done, it should work for the most part. But I don't think I saw a GameCube on here. Let's go look for it. 128 gigabyte SD card. I don't know what's the gigabyte SD? Yeah, it has a DEF emulator. Select X to get into the mapping in-game. Okay, gotta check that out. I don't remember what I put to X. 2 players, Neo Geo, Naomi, Dreamcast. I don't think I saw GameCube. I just saw up to Nintendo 64 on here. No GameCube. It's a bit more power than a Pi 4, but not much. Bubble Bobble. Nintendo hacks. So yeah, this is it. I wanted to keep this pretty super fun and clean, just to demo this build a little bit more. I mean, you have your classic main games here, so I'm pretty sure this is like, oh my god, if you wanted your simple main multicade, this is your classic main list, right? You know, all the games start with 1942, and then it kind of keeps on going. But man, you can scroll through thousands and thousands of games here that you can play. 14,995 was the count of games that Quoc was just saying. But you have console systems, you have arcade systems. This is freaking pretty badass. Emulation with an Android box. I have no idea how he did it. I'm sorry if people are going to be asking me how I did it. Quoc, if there's a way to get in touch with you, let people know, because this is freaking amazing. This is super cool. And I think this is one of those where it's fun to just scroll through and see what you have. But I'm also just impressed that the animations and the wheel art is just so fast and really quick. You know, to compare, one of the major home arcade companies on the market, At Games, has a CoinOps X feature where you can load up CoinOps X through the interface. But that interface is slow as F. It's super choppy. The interface like takes so long to kind of load up into a game, to get in and out of it. You have to do the same mapping. It's really a terrible experience from the end user. So, I mean, the fact that you can do this on a little box. I actually have a Legends Core Max that's coming pretty soon that I'll probably be testing CoinOps Docs on. But I mean, this is the new bar for me for a simple little Android box. that you can kind of check. And look at all this wheel animation is so good. Everything's really snappy and clean, and there's so much. I bet half of the space on this entire build has to be the media. Like with the media for 14,000 games is no joke, and everything here is super awesome, snappy. So I mean, kudos to the builders, whoever put this together. Overthink Game is saying at trash, but yeah, it's a free image. Just get the box and burn the image like a pie. And you can find your images at places where you might be able to find things, punks of arcades of something to that nature. If you want to be able to Google things yourself, those are good places to get images that you can find. But Emu Elac, this is a new one. This is a good one for me. I'm gonna be playing some more games in here to test some stuff out. I wonder how easy it is to get into. So, we did a Neo Geo game. Let's see if we can do a classic fighting game. So we have arcades. You also have all-star games, 4-player games, 2-player games. What do I want to look for? Banpresto, Capcom classics. I mean, these are the classic Capcom games that we could be looking for, right? So let's check out some of our classic Capcom games. These are always fun to take a look through and see what's on here. 1944, got your Predator, Alien vs Predator, your 19K Foxes. You can play this in any which way that you want to. Capcom Sports Club, Darkstalkers, Eco Fighters, a lot of the stuff on the big blues on here. Ultimate Street Fighter, Marvel. My favorite right here, Marvel vs. Capcom. I know, I have so many ways to play this game, but you want to be playing these games with multiple people. But this is the Capcom system too. It's cool. Got to throw that into a partycade. Yeah, absolutely. CoinOps Next 2 on this isn't this fast either, but it's way better on the Legends Ultimate. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is super snappy. I'm really impressed with all the different options that you have on here. 14,000 games, and you can even just go into Konami. So these things usually just have so many ways to sort your game list. You can go to Konami Classics and check out all these things. This is fun. This is like the Netflix of video games, where you can just scroll through and look at like snappy art, Bucky O'Hare, Cash Quiz, The Catacomb. I mean, these classic games probably will play super easy and fun. Mitchell, I saw something called Nintendo Hacks too. Sega Classics, Kaito Classics, Technos, Toeplay, Universal, Visco. Isn't this Visco this is that thing that the Unico folks just came out with, right? The Visco pack? Is this what the games were on that Visco countercade? I wonder if these are the games that are on there. Stormblade, Basara, Carnival. These are some things that I don't even know. Yeah. Somebody could put... Well, you're saying Fightcade, Randy. Fightcade is running off of like a PC, and you kind of need to navigate to a game menu, so it's not as easy to navigate just using a controller for using something like Fightcade. You can, but then you definitely want like a computer or keyboard to kind of walk through some of those other things there. So that's cool. That's Visco. Oh, Super Graphics FX. Super Famicom. Alright, Open Board. Look at all these Open Board. Oh, let's check out the Open Board games. Open Board is fun. So if you don't know what Open Board is, these are usually kind of like Open Beats of Rage. These are kind of hacks of games that combine different elements of things into fun beat 'em ups. So it's kind of like this is Blanca as a beat 'em up. So apparently you're playing as Blanca inside a Streets of Rage type of game. So these are Open Board. If you like Open Board games, Beats of Rage, you can select different characters and play beat 'em up. So that's pretty cool that they did this. Avengers. Ooh, Castlevania beat 'em up. That sounds fun. I think one of these I really like playing was there was like a Sailor Moon one that I was playing with the wifey, some of the kids too. Dragon Ball Z beat 'em ups. Open Board has so much good stuff. Final Fight, Special Edition, so much good things. He-Man Masters. Oh, that looks interesting. Like a Skeletor just beating somebody up. Okay. It's good. Let's go. It's awesome. All right, well, that's it to this video. I'm gonna just end it here, but I appreciate you, Quoc. You are awesome for sending this to me. Thank you so much for the gift for the family. I'll be testing some more things out, doing more content, maybe a how-to. If people are interested, let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow on the next level. I'm gonna have a show featuring some racing rigs, some awesome next level racing rigs you don't want to miss, even from across the UK. It's gonna be awesome. See you guys later. Bye.